Hello everyone and welcome to another stream with yours truly V2 again. AJ couldn't be here, so I'm stepping in for him. He went to take care of some very important stuff. And today I'm joined again by Crayon. So
hello again.
Here he
I'm
is.
back. You can't get rid of me.
Yes, and hopefully he will be here with me for the duration of the whole season. Because I don't want to be alone and I need someone who can endure me for 1 hour and a half. Yay! So today we will be racing in Spa, and the race details are something like 20 minutes per race. We will have 2 races. First race obviously having a qualifying, and drivers will be using racing medium tires, no mandatory pit stops, no fuel consumption, so it's just pure hard racing. And for the second race, the top 4 will be inverted. So no qualifying for the second race. We will jump straight into the second race. It's a rolling start as well. No grid starts here this time around. So it's going to be exciting. And we are with a little practice session happening at the moment. And top of the leaderboard right now, it's a 2:35. No, sorry, 2:30.5. And then Lance does that 2:29.
Yeah, Lance.
as he should.
Yeah.
As he should. Let me look at Lance. Let me see what he's doing.
It's going down the what is that, the international pit straight? Is that what they call that one?
Yeah, this is the pit straight.
Yeah.
I don't know the name exactly, but it is.
There's 2 of them. There's the F1 pit straight, and then there's that one. I think that's the international one. Like, you know the way Silverstone has 2?
Yeah.
Like the one that we start at in ACC.
Yeah, exactly.
Is called the international pit straight.
For me,
and the other
it's
one's
the old
F1
one and
pit
the new
straight.
one. F1
Yeah,
is
the old one, the new one.
Is the old one. I don't know.
That still works. That still works.
In tracksuit, I know stuff like Senna S's, you know, in Interlagos, and that's pretty much it. I don't know.
Yeah.
anything
Well, I mean,
else.
well, here we have Eau Rouge, we have
Yeah.
Cops and Maggots and Beckett's, Hanger Straight.
No, I know
that was
the
all
names,
yesterday.
But if I don't know where they are, it doesn't mean anything. I know, of course, I know where Beckett's and Maggots are, but
Beckett's and Beckett's.
yeah, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, bagging and maggots.
Exactly. See
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, no, here we just have Eau Rouge is the main one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Is the one that everybody knows and loves to take flat out and then end up crashing. So that's the one everyone knows, and then you have the, I don't know, the long straight.
Yeah. So I'm guessing that everyone is here at the moment. I'm just gonna let Lance finish this lap because he was actually on a very good lap, and then we'll start qualifying to not start too late because we're already 10 minutes past the stipulated time to start this race. So, because again we had some technical issues.
It would not be Simcade without technical issues.
Exactly.
They go hand in hand.
Today was related to servers in Gran Turismo, of course, but yeah, it's
not me being stupid. I still have no idea what the problem was. I don't think we ever actually mentioned yesterday why we started later. So my ACC was acting up, so we got it working eventually, but it was weird.
Let me just check if...
Lance says another fastest lap, 2:29.865.
Let me just see if... I'm not sure if everyone is here or not. I'm guessing they are.
Here's Lance is stuck in a wall.
Okay, so we have 12 drivers today.
We're being asked to start quali.
Yeah, I already started, and we're gonna start
Nice.
very soon. So I was trying to. I think Will was having trouble with the lap, with the track when they were in a practice session a few minutes ago, and I went in to do some laps, and I realized I haven't played that much since they updated the game with the new physics system. I played a little bit with other cars, but not with this one, and it feels very different, I must say.
I just realized I haven't played at all in the new, so
yeah,
can't really comment on it myself. How do you feel about it?
yeah, it was very weird. I can't really tell exactly what feels different because it was just like a couple of laps, 2 or 3 laps, and I did a 2:30 something. But yeah, it was just 5 laps, but it felt like when closer to neutral, the force feedback was a little bit stronger. And
Really?
yeah, it felt like when you go over the angle you're supposed to turn, meaning that if you're doing a certain turn at a certain angle, you have a limit, right? Where your grip, you'll feel the limit of your grip. And if you go over that angle, it feels different as well in the car. I can't really explain it, but it
As in, like, you lose grip, or you
It-
just kind of like it just feels weird?
The thing is, you always lose grip, but it just feels different. The feedback is different. Because I had some races, for example, last season in Tokyo Expressway. I had a terrible week, and that week I went into the Gran Turismo race with ACC settings on my wheel. So in ACC, I have the steering lock at, I think, 100 and something degrees. I don't know the steering lock for the McLaren, but anyways, it was way more sensitive than what I needed it to be for Gran Turismo. So for the Group 4, which I was using the Jaguar for races, I was turning more than I needed to, because the steering lock was actually lower than Gran Turismo. I think Gran Turismo is 180 or 1080, sorry. And I was turning more than I wanted to, but it didn't feel like what I experienced here in Spa with the new physics on this car. So yeah, the race went totally okay with that for Group 4. For Group 3, I can say the same thing. It was terrible. But yeah, the feedback is definitely different. Now I kind of want to race because I want to see exactly what the differences are. I need to put some time into the game again.
Yeah. I'm kind of interested myself. Like, I haven't put nearly as much time into Gran Turismo as, like, probably F1 or something like that. But I did like the old physics, to be fair. But oh wait, I'm lying. I have played since the new physics came out, and I can't say I noticed anything.
Yeah. But there are
Honestly?
a lot of factors as well. I switched a lot of stuff on my rig. I increased the brake force on my load cell pedal, so that also might be an issue there. I need to figure that out.
Maybe. No, and I lied again. I did notice something. I noticed it was a lot easier to slide the car.
Yeah.
It was a lot easier for me to put the car into a slide or overshoot a corner or something like that. Like, I remember, because I was basically showing the game to my uncle, because he saw that I had the wheel. He hadn't been down in a while, and so this is when I got the wheel, like basically as soon as he left the last time. So he hadn't seen it yet, and I have a stick shift and whatever, so he was like, I'll try it with the stick shift. Because he couldn't get his head around the flat valves, and also, you know, the way the clutch isn't a thing in Gran Turismo. He still used the clutch as a placebo, and eventually realized it wasn't doing anything. The clutch on my pedals is actually broken, so it couldn't do anything if it tried. But no, I just noticed that it was a lot easier when I was playing anyway to overshoot a corner. It was a lot easier to kind of like put the car into a spin or into a slide. I did notice also that curbs were a little less punishing, but that could have just been me being better than I was the last time I played. I don't know.
I need to look at the changelog to be certain of exactly what they did with the game now, but it definitely felt different with this car, so The funny thing
Definitely.
is, I did a race with a Group 1 car, and I didn't feel anything different. So, sorry to interrupt, Lance is just now crossing the line with a 129.3. That's even faster than what he did in practice, so good job.
That is quick.
Good job, that's
Very
a fast
quick.
time. And the guy in second place, which I don't know the name, but I'm gonna call it
It's Mans.
LBU.
It's Mans.
Yeah, of course
It's
Mans.
Mans.
I forgot from last week.
I know because Lance showed me. I was at his house and he just shoved the phone in my face and said, "This is Mans's car."
Yeah.
This is the Paw Patrol Sky one, and I was like, "Well."
He was just 3/10 behind length, so he did a 29.6. So that's also pretty impressive.
Yeah, very good. So who else has set times here?
I believe everyone has set a time right now. Yes, no, Hip is still missing a time, and Craig is now coming across the final corners.
Let's see what he does.
This is a hot lap, so I believe it's going to be 2:36. There's a little moment there, but he's able to cross the line and get a 2:37.
2:37.
37.7. So I'm gonna have a look at Lance again.
Ninja put in a... Oh, no. The first number wrong. So current order looks to be Lance, Mons, Ninja, Toasty, and Jack.
Yeah. With, I believe, Ninja being almost 2 seconds off on Mons, so...
Yeah.
For the time being, those two are just fighting each other for pole position.
Yeah, Lance and Mons seems to be doing the only fight here. But Lance has just gone a 10th.5 faster in Sector 2.
I've seen it.
So we're going to see here.
So now approaching the final corners, final chicane into the main straight. Let's go on board with him, see how he takes it. Very smooth. Takes a little bit of curb that
bit of curb.
didn't want to, yeah. But I'm guessing
nice
that
exit.
still he's gonna beat his time, and he does just by
4 thousandths.
And let me look at
Slightest
Let
improvement.
me use the replay thing because I've been dying to use this. How he did the final. And there he goes. He does 2:30, so he goes a little bit slower than he was meant to go, I guess. Smithy now is now in third place with 2:31.1. So he was struggling a little bit during practice, and I guess he was doing a 2:33 maybe, wondering how Golf had gone a second faster, and now he is at 2:31. So might be able to find some time during qualifying, but we only have 1 minute and 40 seconds left, so there's not much time. Drivers will be able to finish this lap. Those who are starting will also be able to finish it, but I think that once the timer is gone, they will only have time to finish their lap, so they have to start the lap before the timer ends.
There is only 6,000ths of a second between 4th and 5th.
Damn.
Between Jack and Golf. Very, very close.
So Jack did a 2:31.187 and Golf did a 2:31.193. So yikes.
And then there's only almost 200ths between Toasty and Ninja.
Yeah, I see it. Very close.
Hollis has just put himself into 10th as well.
Let me see. Let me look at Lance. Slower, 2/10.
Looks to be going slower.
Let me look at Mans. Mans is 1.6 seconds slower, and 30 seconds, I believe it's not enough time to finish a lap. I think they might have time to start a new lap. Maybe?
I'm not sure. But Willis has done his best. 3/10ths faster. He's just done his best second sector.
So he's going to end up with a 230 something. If he
Jack's
keeps it up.
so close to Willis as well. 600s between them. But not quite as close as the 6,000s. Golfing himself, as Golf's about to cross the line here. We'll see what he can do.
Qualifying, I think, is finished for Lance. And everyone else that's going to.
And he does. He puts himself in third. 130.9. And Ninja puts himself into third again, just beating Golf with a 130.4.
Golf now crossing the line with a 231.5. And then we have Jack just behind him with a 231.2. So he didn't improve. He stays sixth.
No.
Now a Hip coming along through the final corner, and it's a 233.8. He doesn't improve as well. He stays P9. So there's someone else. It's Reg. And ahead of Reg, who is that ahead of Reg? Ahead of him is Craig. It's Craig, okay. I didn't expect to see Reg so far down the order. He's quite a fast driver.
Yeah.
So Craig now coming through the final chicane. And he's going to cross
can he
the
do?
line to be still P11 with a 234.9.
It was a second faster, but it was not quite enough.
And Reg now coming across the line with a 231.6, and that promotes him to P9.
Ooh,
Okay.
very nice.
And that's
Very nice. Only a
qualifying.
10th off of Mitch. So that
Yeah.
must be a little bit annoying.
And Lance, I believe, comfortably in P1 with 3/10 ahead
Yeah.
of Mons, which he gets P2. And then last Ninja Cow just 8/10 away from Mons. So nice job. That's
Very, very good qualifying session here. That gap between Willis and Jack that's small.
Yeah, 600ths of a second. Jack must be biting his lips. And then again,
yeah.
Jack is just 1/10 away from Toasty, and Toasty is just 1/10 away from Mitch, and Mitch is just 1/10 away from Reg. So everyone's pretty close. We'll see how it goes.
Whoa, what the hell? Did you see that?
I didn't. What happened?
I think it was Mitch into the back of Polly.
Didn't see it.
I'm not 100% sure.
Is Mitch still doing a lap?
I think so.
Wow.
It has final lap on his time here,
It's not gonna
so
have
but
time.
he's
It's 10 seconds till qualifying is over, so
countering quite a lot of traffic.
I guess he's just
And
practicing.
maybe.
Okay, so that's qualifying done.
So there we have our starting order. Lance from Mons, and we have Ninja in P3, Golf in P4. Wait, is this right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Golf in P4, then Willis P5, Jack, then Toasty, Mitch, Reg, Hip, Craig, and Polly Villar.
Oh, that's Polybilar. Okay, I was wondering who that was last race. I didn't know.
Yeah, if you change them to in your settings, so you can change it from
From the
nicknames to
nicknames
online ID.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I have to test it, because I was like, who's Giggity?
Yeah, I'd rather have the names that they set up from themselves, because I mean, that's the name that they want to show, I guess. Some people
Yeah.
might not want to show their online IDs, so I try
Maybe.
to hide them. Respecting the privacy of the drivers. So
Except for when their online ID is their nickname. Then I guess they don't
exactly,
really care.
exactly. So I have 7 readies. I think that should be enough to at least start.
8
'Cause
readies.
There isn't exactly strategy going up here. It's just racing mediums and that's it. So
Yeah, I think so. And there's Fenton's ready. Send it.
yeah, we go. Here we go. We'll start the race shortly.
Race will begin shortly. Here we go, lads and lassies.
Okay, hopefully the game won't glitch, because that's also something that's very common when spectating. And I hope it doesn't glitch. Okay, so it's a rolling start, so there's probably nothing happening here unless someone sends it through the first corner. I hope that doesn't happen. So fun fact about Gran Turismo, the replay thing, you can actually set like what's it called? You can set like a timestamp and then you can go back to it. You don't need to watch it right away. So if something happens, I can just save it and then go back, which is very, very nice.
Cool.
It looks cool.
So, Lance, followed by Mans Ninja coming in here now, about to head up into Eau Rouge. Let's see how fast they can take it. Nicely done from Lance.
Lance seems to be gaining though.
He does. Probably got, yeah, he is. He's got a bit of a better exit there by the looks of it. So he's gaining a bit of time here.
And if you can stay on
into this little
slipstream,
chicane.
he might be able to catch.
Keeping that distance.
But he's getting very, very
Going
close
down.
now.
He's getting very close. Within half a second. But Lance has seemed to get a bit of a better exit there, and he's pulling away yet again. I'm expecting a bit of a close race between these here. Lance GT being his strong suit, really. So we will have to see how this all plays out.
And now I have the music from the menu still playing during the race, which is weird, but that's fine.
It is a little bit weird. It's happened for me too, so. I know a lot of people tend to turn it off. They don't really like the music. Oh, we got a little bit of there going back-ish between Mitch and... Oh, Mitch seems to have a half-second penalty.
Oh no. Yes, he does.
I think there may have been a little bit of an off at some point from him, but I'm not 100% sure.
Reg getting very close to Toasty right now. He's on the back of Toasty. I guess he got a better exit and he's almost side by side, at least front wheels side by side with the rear wheels of Toasty. This is gonna be tough.
Very close.
He backed out and he decided, I think it was a good decision, because going side by side through that corner is not good if you want to go at full speed.
Yeah, someone was gonna lose position there.
Yeah.
But, seem to have backed off.
So up
See, will he try and make any moves? Coming onto the straight, and he does. He gets a much better exit. Straight past him, and Reg is up into P7.
Let me have a look at that. So we're having now a replay of that. Ooh, a little bit of contact there, but it was a clean move, I would say.
It was a clean move.
Very nice, Reg. Very nice.
If we go back to the action, we're going to see a Golf goes off a little bit there, but he's being followed very closely by Jack.
But Golf has a half a second penalty, so
yes,
he's going to be forced to slow down, unfortunately.
That happened at Eau Rouge. He didn't quite make the final turn back up onto the straight.
And Jack seems to be putting up some pressure. Anyways, he's not
quite close.
Wanting to wait for the penalty and he's now very, very close, side by side almost. But I guess Golf was able
to try and make a move in here.
Inside. They go side by side, no contact whatsoever.
Very clean racing there.
Very clean as well.
And a very clean overtake from Jack, but it looks like Golf was going to try and make a turn on the inside there, try and get it back. But Jack closes that door very quickly.
And that's move done. Well done, Jack. 5th place for now. And he's now pulling away from him as well, so...
Golf is going to have to serve that half-second penalty. Will that slow him down enough for Reg to try and make a move?
I'm not sure.
But as I say that, Toasty is trying to make a move on Reg. And Reg has a 5-second penalty.
Exactly.
Or not 5 second, 0.5 second.
Half a second.
Side by side here through the chicane.
Very nice
and
indeed.
Very, very nicely done by
And now,
Toasty.
unfortunately, Reg is going to lose touch with Toasty a little bit because he's got that half-second penalty, which he's going to serve now. And let me remind you that half-a-second penalty in a straight like this, it's way more than half a second. It's probably going to turn into 2 seconds, unfortunately.
Hasn't affected him too much, but still not really something that he would have wanted. Let's have a quick look at the front there.
And I guess Lance has settled in... it's increasing the gap steadily. 1.5 seconds now away from Mans.
But Mans is keeping some form of pace, so he's not completely gone yet.
No, it's not. He's not out of the game yet. There's still 15 minutes left of racing, so anything can happen still.
One mistake from Lance, and Mans is going to take big advantage of that.
I think Lance is just chilling, so everything else, I mean, Last Ninja Cow is a little bit in no man's land, 4 seconds, like 3 seconds away from Mans and 2 seconds away from Smith.
Reg has found himself another penalty.
Jack has also a nice gap in front and behind him. Golf is chasing, keeping that 1.5 second gap, maintaining that gap. Toasty as well, 1.5 seconds away from Golf. Reg, unfortunately, another half a second penalty, so that's not good for him. Closest battle right now would be Mitch and Hip. Hip is closing up on Mitch. He's now 5/10 away from him, and he's closing and closing, so let's go on board with Hip a little bit. See how the move goes. I think Mitch went... Ooh, that was weird. That was a little bit of glitching.
That was very strange.
Yeah. Hip backed out because he didn't know exactly where to go, and he now goes a little bit wide. Not enough to get a penalty, but enough to lose some time to Mitch.
Hopefully.
No, that's not a penalty for sure. I've got a lot of penalties there in that corner, I know. Trust me, I know. That's not enough for a penalty.
You're very aware of how many penalties.
That's something that I always tell everyone. Everyone asks me for advice, and the first thing I tell them is learn your track limits. That's like half. That's 50% or more of the job done when you're trying to do a fast lap. So
Reg about to serve his penalty. Yet again, he catches up to Toasty, and then he has to serve a penalty.
Yeah, another half a second. So now he's gonna be 2-point-something seconds away from Toasty for sure.
But still not really in danger from Mitch.
No, Mitch is 5 seconds behind him, so I think P8 at least for now is safe unless he keeps.
Mans has a penalty.
Oh no! And he was just 1.7 behind Lance, so that leaves Lance very comfortable in P1 at the moment.
And Mans will be a bit closer to Ninja. If Ninja can put in some good laps here, then
yeah.
Mans is going to want to watch out, because he's not that far up the road.
And don't forget that half a second is going to probably leave Ninja like 1.8 seconds or something behind Mans if he can maintain this gap right now. So P2 might be in play for Ninja.
Very true. And even if Mans gets another penalty, that's going to be even worse. That doesn't necessarily multiply your thing by 2, because you have to slow down more.
Yeah.
And then you also have that time getting back up to speed. So 1 penalty is bad enough, but 2 penalties, it's almost like an exponential.
But interestingly enough, Mans was 1.7 behind Lance, and he's now 1.4 behind Lance. So either Lance had a moment, or Mans is putting in some work now. He's pushing.
No. Yeah. No other kind of battles going on really throughout the field. Oh, but Mitch has a penalty, and Hip has a penalty,
oh, no.
and Craig has a penalty.
What?
3 penalties
what
all
is
in
happening?
a row.
Yes, they do have. I see them now. And yeah, Mitch, Hip, and Craig. All of them with a half a second
penalties.
Where are they getting the is it a Rouge? Is it a Rouge probably?
It may be Eau Rouge, but it may also be the final chicane.
Right.
That's my theory. Is that it's the final chicane, and Eau Rouge.
And Mons just decelerated, which means Lance will get an advantage, and Last Ninja Cow gets closer, but I don't think too close.
Not too close.
Yeah, so he won't pose a threat for now, but he's still there.
Toasty had a big off there. But I think he lost enough time anyway for the game to maybe knock him a penalty, but we'll see.
I didn't see it, so I can't
serves
confirm.
his penalty. And Craig's about to serve his as well. And Polly just got a penalty as well.
Oh no.
That was 4 penalties in a row.
What happened? What's happening with all these penalties? I have no idea.
What is happening? Absolutely insane. As Mans is now in quite the no man's land. 3 seconds from Lance and 3 seconds from Ninja.
Yeah.
Cars are very spread out here.
Lance is now very comfortable. Let me look at the time. Since we don't have any tire wear, time should be very consistent, but he's pretty much consistent. It's 29:30. So he's got the fastest lap as well, so he already got a point for qualifying.
We do have a bit of a battle for
P1.
7th here between Toasty and Reg yet again.
Let me see that.
Reg is looking to go on the outside of Toasty. See how this plays out. Oh, little bit hard on the brakes there from Reg, meaning that Toasty can kind of pull through a bit. But he's still going to stay close behind him.
Toasty had a better exit, so Reg fell behind a little bit. But it seems like he's gaining some time again.
This is going to be a battle we're going to have to keep our eyes on, because these two don't really seem to be letting up on each other. They're just kind of swapping back and forth and back and forth. And as Golf is making some time to Jack as well at the same time. They're about equidistant, really. Golf about the same distance to Jack as Reg is to Toasty.
Yeah. So I'm keeping an eye on both of them at the moment.
No penalties this lap as far as like. Oh, well, I spoke too soon. He literally gets a penalty the second I look at him.
Who got a penalty?
Polly.
Oh no. He's not having the time of his
I was
life.
looking at him for about 2 frames, and in the second frame.
And he went wide a little bit as well, so.
Stop talking.
Commentator's curse.
Commentator's curse. I'm sorry. got to send an apology message to Polly about that.
So Golf, I think, is now a little bit closer. Oh, and he goes wide.
Very,
oh, no.
very
And he resets to the
there.
track. Oh my god. And he now loses
that's
the
all that
position
time lost.
to...
As Toasty's going to take advantage of that. And Reg. Bit of contact there.
yeah.
And Golf has fallen 2 positions.
Let's watch a replay
What
of
a
that. Let's see what
disaster.
happens. Let me look at Golf. Oh, he started
Who's
braking
gonna
too
come out
late.
on top here?
Oh, he did not go full brakes. That's
Reg
what happened.
looking. Oh. Toasty is in front of Reg, if you want.
I am now checking.
They are very, very close. Reg keeping it
Ooh.
flat out, but he's going to get a penalty for that.
I don't think so. I think that was just a little bit of visual
I think
glitching.
that's where they're getting all their penalties is through there.
I don't think that was a penalty.
But we'll just have to see.
Trust me, track
Like,
limits.
I
I
wouldn't
know.
give it a penalty if it was my choice, but
He kept.
yeah.
He kept. No,
Wait, nope, never
No,
mind.
it's
That
not,
was
it's
just
not.
him finishing the sector. I'm stupid.
He kept some type of rubber in the curb, so.
Well, now Golf is kind of about equidistant to Reg as Reg is to Toasty's, but Reg is definitely having a look on Toasty here.
Let's go
He's
on
gonna
board with
try-
Reg again. Oh, I think he's gonna get a better exit here. I know he touched a little bit too much of that green curve, and that green curve is a killer here.
As he loses time to Toasty, definitely if he'd kept pace. he would have been having a look through that little chicane there, but this is not too bad news for Golf, as Golf's going to want to make up those places he lost there. As Lance is now 5.5 seconds in the lead.
Yeah, he's just chilling. At this point, it's just management. There's just 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
That's around 3 laps till the end of this race, so... Actually, that's 2 laps, not 3. That's exactly 2 laps.
Yeah.
If he does 29s till the end, it's gonna be 3 laps. But Lance is being very inconsistent with his times, and Mans has only hit the 29s once, and Lance has done 29.3 on his second lap, 29.7 on the fourth lap, 29.8 on the fifth lap, and 29.4 on his last lap. So very consistent.
Ooh, almost contact there between Reg and Toasty, but they're still keeping it very close. Reg up on the inside of Toasty here, coming onto this straight just before Rouge. Toasty closes the gap, very close between them. Reg having a look on the left hand side, keeping very, very close together.
So he now has the benefit of the slipstream. Not sure if it's going to be enough to be side by side when they get to the next corner, but I think he's going to try a move or something right now.
He's definitely catching. On the outside, we'll see if it works.
Oof.
No, Toasty closes the gap.
No contact
and
there.
Reg is stuck behind him yet again.
That was some nice defending by Toasty, but it's
very, very
it's
nice
not
defending
over.
from Toasty.
There's still more to come.
The battle will never end between these two. Very close between them again. Will Reg have a look on the inside here? He will. Ooh.
Almost some contact there, but he's trying and trying to get that P6, sorry, but Toasty making a stellar job of defending P6.
He's making life hard for Reg.
For sure.
Very, very close. But this is what Reg wanted last lap. Was to keep close to him so he can maybe make a move like this.
Oh my god.
So close between them.
He didn't get a better exit.
Some
now he's going on the inside.
There. He's going to have a look. But he's not going to do anything. He's just going to stay as close to him as he can. What? Reg's plan here?
Oh no, he took a lot of that green curve, and that just eliminates the gap that he had. The small gap that he had.
It's not completely gone because he has made that gap before. But, that was some lap of close racing there between those two. And I am very surprised that Reg didn't try anything. Well, he tried, but I'm surprised he didn't make any of them. That was just some really good defense from Toasty.
Yeah, and up front,
and a bit more green
really
curve for him.
Happening at the moment. Lance is 6.6 seconds away from Mans, and Mans is 3.5 seconds away from Ninja. So
his gap to Ninja hasn't really grown or closed too much.
Yeah.
Relative to Lance's. Lance is just belting out the 229s.
And I think Golf is now back into play in the fight for P6 maybe, because he's just 9 tenths away or 8 tenths away from Reg. So he might be able to at least get P7 if he keeps it on track.
Maybe. He's just gonna... Yeah, they're literally about the exact same.
Yeah. So there's just 2 seconds, more or less, give or take, separating these 3 drivers at the moment.
Oh, as Golf goes wide, or he goes overshoots it a bit. Loses that time. Golf, in an attempt to get closer and closer to these two, has just kind of let the gap grow. Not seeming to be able to turn.
And now Reg is getting close again. He's decreasing the gap.
Are we going to see a last lap overtake, maybe?
Maybe.
Or close to last lap.
Because I believe they will finish the race once they cross the line. So this is the final chance he has to try and make a move on Epic Toasty.
Only 8 tenths between them. Can he make that gap disappear? As Tosi gets a little bit of a better exit before that corner, growing the gap a bit. Just swapping constantly. Who's doing better?
But he's now 1.1 seconds away from Toasty, so I don't think a move is going to be able to be done. But Lance finishes the race in P1 very comfortably, and Man's coming second place, and third place will be Last Ninja Cow.
Ninja.
Smith will finish P4, with Jack finishing P5. Epic Toasty now going through the final corner, very under pressure.
Wide. Will Reg make
and
any
Reg gets a penalty, so it might mean that
No!
Golf gets a position.
So
No,
close.
he doesn't, because he's too far behind, but whew!
So close between those two. Photo finish.
And now Mitch coming P9 to cross the line. Hip coming to cross the line as well, P10. And we still have...
Oh, and Polly's in the gravel.
Oh no.
Polly's in the gravel just for the end of Sector 2. As we're just gonna wait for him to cross the line, as well as Stranger Craig. And Craig is across the line. Just Polly Belair to go. Unlucky there with those penalties and the last lap off.
And he has the blinker on. His right blinker is on, I think. Something is blinking over there. I'm guessing it's the blinker.
No, that is his right indicator on. Yeah.
So, Lance takes the
Just
first
being
race.
courteous.
Yeah, just letting everyone know he's going right. Lance taking first place, and we will now proceed to go into the second race, which the top four will be inverted for. So Lance is going to start P4, Mans P3. I believe it's Ninja P2 and Smith.
Was it Mitch?
I think it was no, it's Smith. I think it was
no.
Smith.
Smith?
Yeah, I think it was P4, so it's gonna be him P1, I believe.
Hi guys.
So
Hello.
How did the first race go?
it did go okay.
Quite well.
Quite well. That's good. Right,
Quite
V2, what you need to do is go into event settings where the little crown is and go into that. I'll catch up in a few seconds. Edit event settings and then go to grid order and put it to custom or something like that there.
Grid order. Can't change it to
Yeah.
custom.
Yeah, there's some way. There's a third option where we set it. There's fastest first, slowest first, and then the other one. Oh. Oh wait, race room. Put it to practice endurance race. So turn off the qualifier,
Okay.
and then it should open up then where you can set grid order.
Set by host, yeah.
Yeah. And then go to-
um,
Change event settings.
So, how do I?
I'll get that now. So hit change event settings.
Room is being prepared. Just a second.
Okay, so now we all have to ready up, which will take a second. I don't know why Polly... Oh, there we go. The room is being prepared. Right, so we're all going to ready up.
Starting grid.
Yeah, but don't touch the grid yet until we're all ready.
Okay.
Does this count as technical difficulties?
Yay! As always on stream. I've never done this before, so I don't know. Next time I
Yeah.
will know.
Just wait for the multi. Hit the green tick.
Let me do something. And we're back. And it's race already set up. We were inverting the order of the drivers. We apologize because I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. Um, so that's usually how it goes. Technical difficulties with me, it's gonna be present throughout the whole season. So try to get used to it. And we're just now waiting for the drivers to give us the okay when they are ready to go.
Well, I'm ready to go.
Lance is saying he's struggling.
Yeah. Oh wait, he said despite how it looks, really struggling. He is really lying. There is no way you gain a 6-second gap and said that you're struggling.
So the drivers are now ready to start the second race. So we'll start. And this is, to be honest, the one I'm most excited for, because P1 and P4 is going to be nice to watch, I think.
Yes, definitely. It is going to be a more interesting.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
All right. As we have Smith in first.
And they go away with a rolling start. Again, just to remind you guys, no tire wear, no need to change tires, no fuel consumption. It's just pure racing.
Pure racing action as we are starting our second race of the evening, coming into turn 1.
And now it seems Smith
With
is already under
Ninja.
pressure from
Ooh.
Ninja.
Already. This was how close our matchup between Reg and
Golf. Toasty?
Reg, no, Toasty, yes, I can think of his name. As
And
Ninja,
it seems
very, very close.
Ninja is going to make a move here. Maybe on the inside.
Maybe having a look on the inside, definitely going faster. Side by side, coming into first turn of the chicane, and Smith backs out a little bit while keeping very close.
And that's P1.
Is he going to
for
try and
Ninja.
get the position back? Maybe. Is he going to have a look? Maybe on the inside, coming down here. Nope, he's going to stay behind them, but he's going to stay close. Very, very, very close between the two of them.
Ooh.
Ooh, super, super close. He's having a
Four
quick look
drivers
on
are
the-
so close. And now
They're
side by
both-
side.
Oh, and are we going to see 2 overtakes in the same turn? No, we're not. But we were very close to, as we have Ninja in the lead.
Yeah, so I'm going to go back a little bit now just to see the overtake that Ninja did on Smith. It was a very nice overtake. Very well done on the inside, very clean, no contact whatsoever. And now going
I'd have
back
a look
to the
here,
race.
'cause Mans is having a look at Smith, but
Ooh,
both of them
Mans
have
go
gone
wide
off.
and Smith as well. What happened?
I think they both just kind of got some bad exits,
So this gives
which
Lance
gives
a
Lance
chance.
a chance to catch up.
Ooh,
Is
he's
he going
now
to try and go for second?
side by side with
He's
Mans.
side by side with Mans.
Oh, Mans goes a
they
little
both
bit
go
wide.
off.
But he's still going. And Lance now on the inside.
Still close. Lance having a look on the inside here.
Ooh, no contact.
Into the
But Smith has a
chicane.
penalty.
As
Smith
and
has a penalty.
Ninja went off during that chicane.
Oh no.
And Mans is going to try and
Oh,
make the
Jack
place
pushes
back on
Smith.
Lance.
Oh.
And Willis
happening?
coming out in front. He's now in front.
So I'm gonna watch the replay
Ninja's-
real quick of what happened between Jack and
Ninja goes on the inside. And he makes the overtake. Ninja's into P1.
contact.
But Willis takes it straight back.
Oh my
And
god,
he's back
what's
into P1
happening?
again. Bit of contact. And Ninja fighting for P2. Mons so far very, very close. He's in P2 at the moment. But Ninja's going to slot in behind him. He's just
Oh
going to let
my
him through.
God, what's happening?
But he's going to have
And
that.
Jack
He's
now.
going to have.
Jack now making a move on
coming
Lance.
Oh, Jack on Lance.
Oh my god.
onto the straight. Willis. Oh no, it's Willis and P. Mans is having a look. Side by side, let's go. First turn at the chicane. Oh, and Willis backs out again. And it's Mans.
But don't
In
forget
P1.
that Smith has a penalty, so he's going to lose that P2 if everyone behind him can keep in check. So
Lance
it's going to be a very tough one.
Fallen
for
back
Smith.
a tiny bit. But Jack had a look on the inside.
Oh, and what happened to Ninja?
Ninja's gone well wide. And Lance takes advantage of that and goes to P3. It looks like Jack had some contact with Ninja there, which spreads out the cars quite a bit.
Okay, I'm
But
gonna take
Willis
this
is
opportunity to check what happened to Ninja, because that was a
Dude,
little
there's
bit
too
weird.
much going on. We're never going to see it.
What happened to Ninja? Oh, there was a little bit of contact between him and Jack. That's what happened. So now going back to the race, Mans is under pressure from Smith, who has a half a second penalty, so we don't know exactly if he can make the move before crossing the penalty line, but he's definitely going to lose some positions because behind him is Lance, already in P3, and the fastest driver in the previous race, so he's going to be looking to complete a overtake.
Definitely gaining time. He's gaining quite a bit of time. Will he catch up to Willis by the time the chicane comes around?
He's
to
definitely
Smith.
getting closer and closer.
I just realized it's Will, not Willis.
Yeah. It's because you're confusing with Hollis. Willis, it's the fusion of both.
As Will Lance have a look down the inside here into turn 1. He's definitely going to look for it. He's going to make the move.
Ooh, very
But
clean.
will he pull it off?
Will gave him a lot of room. He now goes wide, and
A
Will,
little too much room by the looks of it.
yeah, and that will put
As
him
Jack's
under
gonna try and take
pressure.
advantage of it too.
Exactly. And
Jack.
he backs out. He backs out. He lifted a little bit, but that's actually a smart move because now he will have a better exit and the slipstream behind Smith. So he's gaining a lot of ground here, and he's going to move on the outside. There's a little bit of contact,
Ooh.
but nothing too serious. Will he make the move before the next corner? And
Jack
there's also Red on
creeps out
the
in
inside.
front.
What is happening?
Oh, and Reg as well. Reg as well, and there's contact between Smith and Jack.
Ooh.
And Reg takes over. Sends himself up into Pete. And Jack looking to get the back as well as Smith. Will they end up going 3 wide through here? No, only 2 wide as Jack looks to get that position back. He's taking the inside line and he makes the move. And Reg goes a little bit wide. Is he going to try and take that back? Jack closes that door. And
both of them are
Smith
so
is going
close.
to try again to try and get out in front of both of them. As he had a look into going 3 wide there, but he
Oh, a little bit of
Better
contact
judgment,
pushes
and
Jack
Jack goes up.
wide. And now Smith takes the
Letting-
opportunity going through the inside. What is going on?
Reg and Smith now very close. This has been insane. Smith had a look on the outside. Sides against it. As Reg closes that door. No moves going on through there, but still keeping it really, really close
And
between.
Jack goes wide there.
And was that a penalty I saw? No, it wasn't.
No, it's
I'm
just a
stupid.
split. Don't worry.
Oh, but Reg goes onto the green. And we're gonna be side by side yet again, and Smith's gonna get the overtake.
And meanwhile,
By the
Lance
looks
is
of it-
making a move on Mans for P1.
Oh my
On
god!
the inside, there's too much action to keep track of. And Mans goes
takes to
wide.
the green curb.
Oh,
And Lance is out in
no.
front. Will Mans have a look on the inside here coming into the Oh, but he gets a penalty.
Oh,
gets-
no.
Oh, very close here between the two.
It's
Gonna
because
go
he
wide
went
through that
wide
chicane,
before.
And Lance is gonna get out in front. So Mans is going to have that half-second penalty for the entirety of this lap, which may give the two who are back here, who are also still fighting.
And now Red's
Oh,
going
was that
on the
contact between the
outside.
two at the front there? It was. Mans and Lance had contact there going
Oh,
into turn
no.
1. Lance still out in front as Reg is looking to take the position.
But Reg has a
on
penalty.
Smith.
Reg
Oh, he
and Mans have
does.
a penalty, so nothing much they can do there.
Ooh. Very close. Oh, definitely taking some liberties with the corner there. Reg, as they're going side by side yet again onto this straight, one of the longest straights in F1 as Jack gets ahead. Ninja was leading this race and is now down to P6, and Toasty's on the back of them too. He's gonna have a look as it still lands. Oh my god. Okay, Lance. Okay, the current battles we have going on: Lance and Mans for P1. We then have Smith and Reg for P3, with Jack looking in on that one as well as Ninja. So we have a fair train to all fight each other for P3. 5, sorry, because we have Toasty. And then further back in the grid, we have Mitch and Hip also having a little bit of a battle here. Smith goes off, and Jack comes up into P4.
And in the meantime,
Ninja's gonna have a look as well.
We are reaching the penalty line. So everyone who has a penalty, which I believe at the moment is just Reg and Mons, will be slowed down, and we'll probably lose some positions because the field is all bunched up.
Which we like here. It's a little difficult to accommodate, but we're new. So Mans has passed. He's passing the line now. Service a penalty.
He should be
and
fine.
Now he should be alright, but Will is catching as well as Jack. It's now Ninja and Toasty and Reg.
And Reg is now
also,
down to P7.
Reg is a little further back. But Toasty and Ninja for P5. Smith and Jack for P3. And Mons maybe is gonna try and catch back up to Lance. But at this point, it may be futile as Lance just steams ahead. I am. This has.
Yeah, this is very
I
exciting.
don't even know. I don't
Few laps
even
of
know
Spa
what to.
with an inverted grid.
Wow. Okay. So, I think maybe the matchup to look through. I don't even know who to be looking at. There's just Reg having a bit of a slide there at the top of Eau Rouge.
But he's now up to P6, so he got a position back. But he's now, I believe, under attack from Toasty.
From Toasty.
And he's making a move on the outside.
On the outside.
Lance, what?
He looks to be getting it done. But Toasty looked to have had the overtake done at that point. But Reg just seemed to have... Oh, what happened to Lance?
I don't know. He just
Lance?
typed in the chat, unraceable lag. I don't know what happened. I hope nothing too serious, because he's now just 5/10 away from Mons. Mons got very, very close. He was 1.6 seconds at one point. I don't know what happened exactly, but we'll have to check.
As the cars have seemed to space themselves out a bit from Smith down, but there's still a big fight. Seem to be getting further and further apart the further down the grid you go. Reg and Toasty, who are still having their battle, but I guess the one that we're going to be looking at right, Lance and Mans for the lead.
And Mans is actually a 10th faster on this time, so if he gets the fastest lap, it's 1 point.
That's still a point.
Yeah.
Still an extra point.
And at the end, trust me, everything will count. Every point will count.
Every point. Oh, we well know what happened.
Yeah. I was just driving with my calculator by my side. Doing some quick maths.
Woo. Sounds like I said
close.
a woo there.
Very close, but we don't know exactly if he's gaining or not. And we don't know also exactly what's happening with Lance, but
Mans has set the fastest lap of the session.
Even faster than the previous session, right?
Even fast. Is it? No.
I think so.
No, the previous session's fastest lap was a 129.
Yes.
So still a second's thing on this, but I think they're just fighting so much that they're not going to make that time. Man's trying to get some slipstream here off of Lance.
And Reg has a penalty again, which is going
he's
to
gaining
bring
on
him
him.
closer to Toasty. So that
Ooh.
P6 might be at risk again.
Oh, Mans had a look on the outside of Lance. Didn't really go ahead with it, but now gonna follow really close behind him, try and get all he can out of that slipstream.
Trying to make a move on the inside. Oof. Just looking.
No.
Just looking. Nothing happened, but he's still very close to Lance. And we don't know if Lance has some issues or not at the moment, but he's not being able to pull away. And Mans is getting very, very close. Almost looking like he's going to take P1.
Almost, but the thing is, we're only on lap 6.
And there's
Which
at least
does
still
not
2
feel
more
like
laps to
we
go.
should be. We should be on the from the amount of stuff that has gone on.
Yeah. So a little further back behind, Smith is kind of with a nice gap between Mans and Jack. Jack might be under pressure from Ninja till the end, but we'll see about that. And then Reg got a penalty, so he'll be forced to stop and lose a position to Epic Toasty.
Let's have a look here. Toasty looks to have just set the best sector 2 of the entire race.
Nice.
Ooh,
Ooh.
there's that penalty.
And he
And
loses the
there's the
position.
move.
Yeah.
Very simple move there. As if we look back up the front
I am
here,
looking.
side by side going into the final chicane, letting Lance go through on the first turn. What can he do for the second one? Can he get a better?
Oh, Mans gets a
exit?
better exit, I think. I'm not sure.
So close, so close. He's gonna have that slipstream as well. Is he gonna try something on the outside into turn 1? Maybe a bit of a switchback. Lance seemed to have braked a little early there.
Mans gets a better
But
exit.
Mance takes a very wide line.
No, it doesn't seem like it.
Oh, so close. It's so close. I cannot handle this.
No, but
This
Lance
is
is
too
doing a
good.
good job, but I think that
Oh,
now...
very, very close.
Oh, that's a better exit for sure, but
Oh,
he doesn't have the
definitely
slipstream. I would tuck behind
less
Lance
than a tenth between them.
and try to make a move after.
Look at how close the front of Mans's car is to the back of Lance.
Oh,
Super
and
close
is the
race. He's
move
gonna have a look on
done?
the outside.
He has the inside line now, and
Oh, he
Lance...
does.
Lance loses the position.
Oh, but Lance is gonna have a look into the inside into that turn. I don't know the number. I don't remember it. But Mans is now in P1 unless Lance has anything to... Does he? He doesn't. And Mans
makes
is
it
now
stick.
in P1.
Oh, no. That's a shame for Lance, but
Oh.
that was a very nice move from Mans. Very, very nice move.
Very clean racing between both of them.
So I'm just gonna have a look
What?
at the overtake from Mans, because it was very, very nice. Very, very well done. Just watching a replay right now. Very clean, no contact. Drivers respecting each other, giving enough room.
Lance on the inside, Lance on the inside, into the chicane, has a bit of a tap off Mans. But he keeps him, he lets him go back past.
And let's not forget Smith. He's in P3. Very close. There's a little bit of
Ooh,
contact
big
there.
Contact,
Oh,
big
no.
contact, big contact! And
Oh,
Smith
my
goes
God.
into P1! Smith into P1!
Ooh.
As Lance, what? Smith with the huge overtake on both. Whoa, what happened? Hold on, where'd Mans go?
Mans
He's down
is
to
at
P6. He has a penalty.
Oh, no.
Down past Toasty.
He probably got a
Down past
penalty
Jack.
because they pushed him wide. What?
Probably. No. Oh, and Lance is going to have a look on the inside here into the final chicane, and he gets that move
And
done
Ninja
nice
goes
and
wide.
quickly.
He was P3, but now back to P4.
And now Jack is into P3. Why?
What's
You
happening?
can't look at any of the replays. Something happens.
Okay, I'm going to have a look at what happened to Mans real quick, because I have to know what exactly happened to him. Yeah, he went wide onto the gravel. Coming back on track, he was very slow because of the gravel. And the penalty he got was from being pushed wide. Oh my god, what a punishment that was.
Oh my god.
That's too bad for Manzi. He's got another
That
penalty
is
at the moment. I'm not sure if
crushing.
it's the same one, but he has a half-second penalty that he has to serve as well. Now down in P6.
That is the same half-second penalty.
Oh no.
It was awarded after the line. But wow, some major racing there.
And now
It's still going because we have Jack on Smith.
so if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be the final lap, and Lance is actually putting up a fastest lap at the moment, but he will have to deal with Polybilar, which is in front of him at the moment.
So he is.
So
I didn't notice that.
Yeah,
Polly, I'm not sure what Polly was doing there.
yeah, but he's letting everyone through.
Yeah,
Nice of him, very nice of him.
very nice of him. As I don't even know where to look. There's just too much happening. It's Mans and Toasty. There's Reg and Golf. Reg has a penalty, so Golf is gonna try and take advantage of. And then it's just all the way down. I'm speechless. I'm actually speechless.
It's a shame
Which
for
I'm not
Mans
sure is.
because
It is a very big shame.
he won't even be able to make this position here, so he's just gonna stay P6
Because
probably.
he has that penalty.
Yeah. In the meantime, I think the order has settled pretty much, unless someone does a very gruesome mistake. But it seems like Lance is going to take it after a very troublesome race.
What was that there? Was that hip on someone else? I can't actually tell. I'm not 100% sure. Could be wrong. But it also looks like
So now everyone's
I
crossing the
just don't
line, and Lance gonna take P1. He's the winner of the second race. Smith second place, Jack third place, Last Ninja Cow fourth place. Epic Toasty come to cross the line in fifth place because he wasn't under threat from Mans because he got a penalty, finishing in P6. Reg P7, Golf Maniac P8, Hip coming to cross the line in P9. Mitch is now doing the final corners and crossing the line in P10, while Craig is going to be P11, but the next car to cross the line is actually Polybilar in P12 because he's been lapped. So there's only one car left to cross the line, and that's Craig, P11. And it was a very nice and eventful race, the second one.
oh my, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't. That was just mental.
That's crazy.
That race.
That was crazy. I told you the second race would be more exciting. I told you. Let me just...
You did. I don't even know. I just don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm actually speechless.
I'm just trying to get a hold of the drivers to see if they can go to the podium chat, but I'm not sure if they can. Well, I guess they won't be coming to the podium, but I
Will
guess we'll have... No, Jack is there, so let's try and talk to him a little bit about the events of this race, because this was crazy. Very crazy.
This was mental. This was absolutely mental.
Let's just switch here real quick. Well, hello, Jack. I
Hello.
guess you were the
Hello.
only one that showed up because Lance unfortunately can't join us, and I don't think Mans will. Good job on P3. That was a very nice race from you. You had a little bit of trouble at the beginning, lots of contact, and I'm not sure exactly if what we were watching was what you were experiencing, but what happened?
I don't I don't think I really had any contact as second race. I did hit Ninja at one point, so I don't know if you saw. I was letting him through every opportunity that I could, following that, because he had the pace there in the second race. So, but I don't know what happened for him. The second time I let Ninja through,
Yeah, I don't know.
something happened at a bus stop, so I just took the opportunity to go back ahead again.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened as well. I guess I would have to look at the replay or something. But we had some very weird moments in both races actually. But good job on P3. That was a very nice race. I think you were very consistent with your times. So I guess you're
Yeah,
putting in the work, and it shows.
yeah, getting a little bit more practice this season. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We switched places, I
I-
guess.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Um,
Crayon. You're going to say something.
Yeah, no, I'm like, was that race as crazy for you to like be in as it was for us to watch? Because I was just frantically switching between everyone, trying to keep track of who was overtaking who when, and it was like the first 6 laps, like the grid completely changed. So like,
weird.
how?
It's weird because it felt similar to last week, like with the reversing of the top four.
Yeah,
Like us guys that finish a bit lower down, we seem to be able to sort of get in the mix and stay with them a lot longer in the second race. So
definitely. Like as it was definitely very interesting to watch play out everything because there was some amazing overtakes from everyone, including you, in both races. So good, just want to say good job. You did quite well.
thank you very much.
And Smith, you there?
Oh,
Will.
no.
So you finished. I'm sorry, I already forgot because these two races were too exciting. P3, the second race? Was it P2?
Two.
P2, sorry, P2. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. P2. P3 was Jack. What am I saying? Also, excellent job. You took you were very careful, I think, throughout the whole race. I don't think there was much happening between you and other drivers, but you took the opportunities you had presented in front of you because of everything that was happening around you. And you were able to finish P2, so good job. Can you talk us a little bit through your race?
Yeah, so I think there were multiple things going through my head. I wanted to play the safe game because I think there was a lot of people juddering around, like I think Lance has said earlier, and I just didn't want to risk taking anyone out because of the internet connection. So I just waited. I played the long game, play it smart, not hard. That's what I was thinking, and especially when I wasn't taking it too hard, especially through corners and braking zones. So yeah, I was just kind of just waiting.
Yeah.
So you led the race briefly there. You had was it a double or a triple overtake up into first. Would you mind explaining what happened there?
What was this, the penultimate lap one?
Yes, I'm fairly sure it was. Yeah. Overtook.
Okay.
It was. I know that Mons went off, and it was. You kind of took advantage of that into P1, and then eventually Lance overtook you again. But I just want to know what your whole like thinking was during that overtake. Like, what did you see? Where did you kind of decide? Oh, I'm gonna slip in there.
Okay, so I think for the majority of the lap already, I had already seen that Mons and Lance were back and forth. So I just literally what I've said before. I was just waiting, and I think there was a few connection issues, and then off they went. Off Mons went. So and then there was just a tiny little gap. I was very cautious just to squeeze through. I think my heart was out of my chest and in the TV screen. But I think also it comes down to the slipstream. To be fair, I wasn't expecting much for Lance to go for that move, but I think to be fair, there was a good enough space that I left him if he was going to make that, which he did, which I'm perfectly fine. A win would have been great, first win with the Simcade League, but I'll take a P2 any day.
Definitely, definitely. Well, it was amazing racing from both of you, from everyone on the grid. So thank you and enjoy your win.
Yeah, win.
Your P2 he meant.
Oh yeah, win. Everyone's a winner.
Deep down, he wishes that you would have won that race, but he didn't.
Yeah.
So you're still a winner in his heart. That's what he meant.
Yes. Everyone wins.
I can always take the top spot if Lance can't.
I'll try and coax him out of it. I'll try and say it's like, hey, do you mind just kind of like putting on the brake a little bit there, just kind of let
All right, boys.
let Will
Congratulations
accelerate.
on your finishing positions, P3 for Jack and P2 for Smith, respectively. And I guess we can now end the stream. It was a very exciting racing from every driver. Lots of position changes in this second race with the inverted top 4. And Lance, I guess, took both races. I'm not sure if he did a fastest lap, if he got the whole...
He did fastest in the first one. And
the
I'm
second
pretty
one,
sure
I'm not
it was
sure.
Mons in the second one.
Yeah, so he didn't take the whole cake, but he took most of it. So congratulations to Lance as well. And next week, I'm not sure where we will be racing next week.
I can have a quick look for you there.
I'm not even sure if I'll be here commentating. It's probably going to be AJ next week.
It is Autopolis.
Autopolis, okay, that's a good one. That's a nice track. We've raced there before, so yeah, good luck on that one with the Swifts. But I'll just be watching. I won't be racing, so I'll be rooting for some of you. And we'll see you guys next week. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned to Simcade League. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.